A study just dropped that every family caring for an aging parent needs to hear about. Researchers are projecting that a new federal law will cut state Medicaid budgets by $664 billion over the next 10 years. And 7.6 million people are expected to lose their coverage entirely. I'm going to tell you exactly what that means for your family and what you need to do about it before it's too late. Most families don't think about Medicaid until they're in a crisis. And by then, it's usually too late to plan around it. Here's the reality. Medicaid is the single largest payer of long-term care in the United States. Not Medicare, not private insurance, Medicaid. A private nursing home can run $8,000 to $12,000 a month. Memory care facilities often start at $6,000 and go up from there. Assisted living averages $4,500 a month nationally. Most families cannot pay that out of pocket indefinitely. So they've been counting on Medicaid as the backstop, the safety net. What's coming now is different. The projected cuts aren't just a reduction in benefits, they're structural. States will have less money for long-term care services. That means fewer available beds in Medicaid certified facilities, longer wait lists, stricter eligibility requirements. Think about what that looks like in practice. Your parent qualifies for Medicaid, but there are no beds available at any facility within 30 miles that accepts Medicaid patients. So they sit on a wait list for months, sometimes over a year. That's already happening in parts of the country. These cuts will make it worse. If your plan is, we'll figure out Medicaid when the time comes, that plan is officially broken. I talk to families every week who are operating on an assumption that used to be reasonable and is now dangerous. The assumption is this: the house will sell, we'll use that money for care for a few years, and then Medicaid will take over. That math is falling apart from both ends. On the front end, if you don't sell the house correctly, you're leaving $30,000 to $60,000 on the table in unnecessary costs, bad timing, and the wrong sales strategy. On the back end, the Medicaid safety net that was supposed to catch you after your money ran out is shrinking. The eligibility windows are tightening. The wait lists are growing. The families who are going to be okay through this are the ones who built a private pay plan, not because they're wealthy, but because they understood the system early enough to position themselves correctly. So what do you do with this information? First, don't panic. Freezing is the worst possible response. Second, get educated on the actual numbers for your parent's situation. What does your state's Medicaid program currently cover? What are the spend down requirements? What assets are exempt? Third, look at your parents' housing equity as part of the care funding equation, not as an afterthought. How you sell it, when you sell it, and what you do with the proceeds can make a $50,000 to $100,000 difference. Fourth, understand that Medicaid planning is not something you do at the last minute. The look back period is 5 years. If you wait until your parent is in crisis, most of your options are already gone. This is exactly what Module 16 of the Senior Transition Blueprint covers, the full Medicare and Medicaid picture. I'm not sharing this to scare you. I'm sharing it because the families who get blindsided by this are the ones who didn't know it was coming. You know it's coming now. And if you want your family's important documents organized and accessible before any of this, download SeniorSafe. Link is in the description. The free starter guide is in the description. The blueprint covers every piece of this in detail. And if you need someone to walk through this with you, book a free strategy call. Don't wait on this one. The window to plan is now.